Hello, I'm Keris, and today I'm going to show you how to make a drawstring bag for the NHS staff to put their uniform in when they get home. They take their uniform off, put it in the bag, do the bag up, and then they put the whole bag into the washing machine without having to touch it anymore. And that way it's not contaminating anything else. So I'm going to show you how to make one. Okay, so I'm going to show you now how to make a pillowcase bag like this. So first of all, you need a pillowcase. I've got a selection here I just found in the cupboard. I'm just going to choose this one, doesn't matter. Make sure it's cotton or polycotton so it can go on a hot wash. So you open out the pillowcase. I've got the open end towards me. And what I'm going to do is cut a strip off of this pillowcase so that I can use it for the cord that goes in the bag. Now sometimes pillowcases have stitching that you can cut along. This one I'm just going to guess. I'm just going to cut a strip off the top. Okay, like that. Don't worry that it's not even. I'm then going to cut down one of the seams that's on this strip just to make it so it's a long piece. Okay, so now I have a long piece of fabric. What I'm going to do with this, get my pins, I'm going to fold this in half and I'm going to pin along here just to keep it in half so when I get to the sewing machine it stays where it's put. This is going to make the cord for the bag. Again, don't worry if it's not exact. These bags are for temporary use. Okay, so there's my cord ready to sew. I'm going to put that to one side for a moment. Then with the top of your pillowcase, okay, you've got the top here. I'm going to turn the pillowcase inside out first of all to make this a bit easier. Okay, so here's the pillowcase inside out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the top over. I'm going to turn to that line because it's easy, I like to follow lines. There we go. And then put my hand inside the two layers and pin this edge down. I'm going to turn it round. And keep pinning, don't worry about the labels and things. Okay, one more turn. You don't need 1,000 pins, these are cotton or polycotton so they will stay where you put when you fold them over. Oh, sorry, blocking your view. Right, so now this is ready to sew, this top part and the cord. So I'm going to take them to the sewing machine. Okay, so now I'm going to sew down the side of the cord so that it stays together. I'm just going to do a straight stitch. It doesn't matter what colour cotton you have in your machine. So I'm going to go forwards a few stitches and then I'm going to reverse back to the start and that's going to secure my stitches. I'm going to stitch all the way along now, taking the pins out as you go along. Now this is quite a lumpy bit here because it's a couple of seams on top of each other, so I'm just going to go slower through the machine. Again, this is a lumpy bit at the end, so just go a bit slower. And I'm going to do a small reverse stitch at the end again to secure it. And that's your cord done. Now to sew the top of the pillowcase around, you need to remove this part of your sewing machine to let the arm be free. Okay, so you get your pillowcase where the opening is, slide it onto the machine like that. And this on the top. Okay, now this time I want to start sewing. Turn that pin out because it'll be in the way. I'm going to start sewing just to the front of this, about an inch or 2.5 centimetres from this seam. Okay, because I'm going to sew nearly all the way around it, but not quite. Now, so again, bit of straight stitch, backwards and then forwards. And then I'm going to go forwards almost all the way around. Taking my pins out as I go along. Do not worry if your stitching is slightly wobbly. Oops, went a bit close there, didn't I? Right, this seam I'm going to stitch straight over it, and it's going to be bulky, so I'm going to go a bit slower over that bit as before. My pins are facing the wrong way. I should have put them in facing that way. And like I say, don't worry if it's pleating up or anything. It does not matter. Right, okay, and I'm going to stop the same distance from the seam, so about here. Again, I'm going to do some backward stitching to secure the ends and then finish. And that's your bag done. Right, so now you have the top of your bag. It has a little gap there, and you have the cord here. What you need to do is thread the cord into the top of this bag. So if you get a safety pin, put a safety pin in the top of your fabric, one end, then you insert this through the gap. I'm just going to change this round. Whoop. Right, so this safety pin is going to go in through this gap, and I'm going to push the cord in round here. So what I do is I put it in, and then if you can see, I'm pushing the fabric along the safety pin, and then I'm going to grab the safety pin with this hand and let go of the cord, and I'm going to pull the fabric of the pillowcase. Nearly said pencil case. Right, so push. You can see in there that that's where the safety pin is, and I'm pushing the pillowcase along, then holding the safety pin and pulling the fabric. I'm going to do that all the way around. Now, if you let go of the safety pin at all and pull the fabric, the cord may come back out again, so try not to let go of the safety pin once you've got it in there. Okay, so always hold on with this hand. It's very frustrating if you have to put the cord through again. Oh, sorry. So push, 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 pull the fabric. Push, push, push. Hold on to the safety pin and pull the fabric. Push, 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 push. Pull the fabric. Okay, so I'm nearly there. Now don't pull the safety pin too hard, because this whole cord can come out as well, and then you have to thread it again. Right, now I'm near at the end, I can feel it, and there's the safety pin. So just pull gently on the safety pin, and the fabric cord will come through. Take your safety pin off, that's a very important part. And then these two ends of your cord, you're going to tie these two together. So what I do is I put the two cords together like that, wrap it around my fingers, and then poke it through the hole. Okay, and then if you pull that end really tight, that's the end of your cord. So the last thing to do, open your bag a little, turn it the right way in, okay, so the bag opens like that, put your uniform in, pull the cord, it's shut and it can go in the washing machine.